Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Zach, and in this video we're doing another Ecomi Veve video as per usual. Currently the price 0.003331 on a low of 3307 and a high of 38. It has been too long since I've made a VeVe Ecomi video. I've just been so on my other projects lately, but hopefully we can sort of start coming back to this a little bit more than we have been lately. That being said though, we're not looking at the price too much. The price actually last time I was looking at it was in the 4s, so we've gone down a little bit. Oh sheesh. Dang. But of course that this happens often in this world, so I'm not surprised. Having said that, this video isn't about the price. This video is about something that I've been keeping up to date with VeVe, even though I've been totally not posting any videos lately. And now we're going to have a look at some of the stuff that I've seen that looks freaking amazing, right? I'm looking forward to covering more VeVe stuff at some point very soon, maybe even over this next week and stuff. But regardless, in this video I want to talk about the augmented reality stuff and also this AR reader thing too. Two things I want to talk about. If you haven't updated your app yet, well, happy Friday. VeVe Digital Comics AR Reader is here. Read to learn more. So if we go over to the read to learn more, we'll go through this, and I want to have a look at what sort of how this can be applicable to certain stuff. So VeVe Digital Comics AR Reader, the future has arrived with VeVe's Digital Comic augmented reality reading features. The digital comic experience is about to level up with VeVe's AR comic reader. With this new update, you can now read your VeVe Digital Comics in the real world using AR, adding a new dimension to your digital comic experience. Again, so before I was, or not before, sorry, but since I was making videos, this wasn't a thing. AR was definitely a thing already with VeVe, but with digital comics, it adds a whole new layer. The reality is that since I stopped posting as many videos, comics have become a really big thing with VeVe, and it's really crazy to see. VeVe recently launched digital comics with leading comic publishers like, of course, Marvel. If you're new to the world of limited edition digital comics, you can learn more about this exciting offering for comic lovers here. Of course, if we have a look here, we can see the article where they've shown sort of the color variants and sort of everything else, right? Digital Comics AR mode. VeVe already offers an e-reader to read through the digital comics you own. However, with VeVe's extensive AR features, it's only natural we'd offer an AR comic reader, an experience that resembles a true and world feeling to reading a physical comic. Now, I actually realize, now that I'm recording this, that when I made a video about, I think it was one of the first videos I made with comics coming to VeVe, a guy called Dan Crothers commented on that video saying, someone asking if there was going to be any animations with the comics, etc. And a guy called Dan Crothers replied something like, coming soon. Now, they never confirmed, Daniel never confirmed on Twitter or anything if that was really him, but I'm starting to think that maybe it was him. Maybe it was him, sort of, you know, being a little bit sneaky peeky, if you like. How does it work? First, you need to own a VeVe digital comic, which you can purchase by downloading the VeVe app. Once you own a comic, it's very easy to initiate the AR reader. Simply navigate over to your collection comic section and tap on the comic you want to read to launch the e-reader, and then tap the AR button on the top right. Like other AR features within VeVe, when you switch into AR mode, you will be prompted to scan for a flat surface with your device. Once detected, you can tap to place your digital comic. Each page within the VeVe digital comic is downloadable content, so when launching the AR reader, you may see the default loading page for a moment while the comic page is streamed into your device. Now, this I think is going to really count as well, obviously for like millennials, but also for the younger generation, Gen Z and stuff and whatever, because obviously, you know, having an e-reader is really helpful and really cool, but I think having this in an AR format is, again, you know, it's more toy-like, and it's a lot more fun, I think, maybe for, like I say, sort of younger people who are into the comic space. Reading AR comics. When first launching the AR reader, you'll be presented with the following instruction screens explaining how to read VeVe digital comics within the AR reader. Scan, of course, for the flat surface. Place digital comic. Once you're in AR mode, tap the outer edges of the left and right pages to move forward or back to the comic pages. Makes sense, right? And then we have more instructions on how exactly you can sort of format this and make it work for you, basically, right? To reposition a comic, simply tap and drag on the comic spine to move it into your desired location. So they've really, you know, this has definitely been, I think, probably a fairly long-term effort. And I know that Trevor, well, based on his tweets at least, there's so many cool things that they're working on still. And I just think about how long ago this started being worked on, and now that it's here, and what's going to come in a few months time from now, it's ridiculous. VeVe, even though I haven't been posting videos, I have been keeping up to date because I do follow VeVe. I follow VeVe Twitter people, and it's crazy to see what's happening. AR Reader 1.0, with the launch of AR Reader 1.0, you can read your digital comics in a brand new way, and we're incredibly excited to launch this first iteration. As with all features on VeVe, we will continue to improve the experience as the platform expands. If you aren't already here, etc. So it's really cool. Now, something I haven't really gone over yet is the fact, of course, that we are now seeing Hulk comics, and we've seen a lot of comics come to VeVe lately. I just haven't been covering it, unfortunately. I do apologize, but we have here obviously Hulk, and it's been interesting seeing Marvel and Spider-Man at Twitter pages, like the official ones with the verification stuff, marketing this, because so many of us thought that they weren't going to do any of that. And one thing I noticed someone was saying though was that it would be really cool if VeVe were to sort of market something or sort of tease something like 3 weeks in advance, because oftentimes we'll see something marketed like a week in advance, and that's pretty cool and that works. But I think for some more groundbreaking features and stuff, like we saw Star Trek recently, I saw someone talking about the fact that they wanted to see them really promote Star Trek more, which would have been really cool, right? To sort of have maybe even an ARG, which is alternative reality gameplay thing, which we'll go over at some point, maybe in another video, about sort of how they can up the marketing, because I do think that that it could be a lot better. At the same time though, things are going crazy and you love to see it. With that being said though, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below on everything that we've looked at here, mainly of course being the AR Reader. I'm honestly so impressed with this one-to-one stuff. Obviously we have the trailer right here for Star Trek specifically, but this was so impressive. What I've seen with this has just been out of this world. I mean, let's see if we can quickly find some of the images, right? We have like people just putting whatever, the thing on the street, you have it over the sort of lake thing, and then you have it in the city, etc. It's just it's crazy what this app is coming up with. Having said that, I'm sure we're going to see more of it in the coming future, and I'll try and cover more of it more consistently over the next while. With that being said though, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. If this video was interesting or helpful to you in any way, shape or form, my likes was appreciated. Have a great day everyone, and I'll see you in the next VeVe video.